Okay, hello. It's Sunday, October 13th. Yesterday I wasn't feeling well and we didn't go out to do the sheep work that needed to get done. In a nice surprise, I'm still not feeling well. We are going out on this very gloomy, cold day because it's got to get done. I do feel better than yesterday. I'm just not like tip-top. We lit a pellet stove inside today. I always have a goal in mind to not turn the heat on until November, but here we are. I'm cold and tired and the heat's on. Okay, it's raining, so I'm gonna catch up in the barn. Okay, we are set up out here, so we're gonna go push the sheep in now. Hi! Oh my goodness, you're so dirty and so wet. The bummers. Okay, so everybody's in. They're extremely dirty and they're extremely wet. Okay, so we're gonna get going. The typical thing where I push a sheep and Chris handles them. So Bummer is 66. Wait, while you're putting on? Yeah.
66 pounds?
Yeah, 67 pounds. Ari's barking. He wants to be a part of this stage. It doesn't work well for him to be in here. Okay, so I'm gonna sit you here. Okay, I'm here. Oh shoot. And the telehandler. Oh shoot. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. First cold day. First cold day for a diesel. Fantastic. Mama. Okay, I'm heading out to get a bale and I just wanted to do a little summary of what happened in there. So we were worming sheep. Chris was getting frustrated. They obviously don't want wormer. Sometimes Chris is just, he's more easily frustrated than I am. Anyway, and I don't know why, but we weren't marking them as we went, which we usually do, but since everybody needed it, we were kind of whatever. And then we got, I would say, more than halfway through, and the sheep that were now outside pushed the gate in, or they chewed the, hang on, I don't know how to turn on the wavers in this machine. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so they pushed the gate in and released the sheep who hadn't been treated, and we have no way of knowing who got medication and who didn't, so this job is done for the day. I am just driving out to get a bale. We didn't put them out on pasture today because we knew we had to do this job, and we're not going to put them out at this point. It's pretty dark already, even though it's only, I don't know, 3 maybe. But yeah, there's no point, so we're gonna put a fresh bale out. before this gets even more depressing. I just filmed a minute or two about how I'm soaked. Anyway, I'm glad the stove's lit. I can stand here and warm up. Good morning. I'm looking how I feel this morning. I had a bad migraine yesterday, so today's not going to be great either. And I just wanted to show you something. So this is it. First frost. Okay, it's not super cold right now, so let's check. So I can see that there's like ice on the tonneau cover. So, there's a hole. So today is October 18th. So this is earlier than last year for us. I am just headed out to let the main flock out to graze for the day. It's supposed to be another nice day. Here's our frosty pasture grass. Good morning, boys. Wolliver, you can tell him by the wool. Terry and the ram. He's such a handsome ram. I mean, you have to give him credit for that. Holy Moses. You are a good looking dude. All right, and here's our ladies. Here's Bess. I kind of love that she's standing here because that means she's not pregnant. So that's good. She's looking for a boyfriend in this big handsome fellow. There's everybody. Here's the bale that Chris set last night. Okay, heading to the gate. All right, guys. You gotta back up and go around the gate. We do this every morning. Well, almost. Except in inclement weather. Is everything okay, lady? Is everything okay with you? You don't want to run past me? That's all right. I'll go. Here we are. All right, they're out for the day. Okay, I'm just gonna let the chickens out and then get my day going. I'll check in later. All right, good evening. I am putting my boots on, which is hard. It's Friday night and we are heading out to do chores. We had a hard frost last night, so I am headed to the garden just now. I'm kind of waiting on Chris to come bring the sheep in with me. This morning when I was out, it was still really pretty cool, and I didn't want to open the garden beds to make sure that they hadn't frosted. We definitely have some frost damage down here, but those are weeds. All right, carrots and beets. Well, that beet over there is looking not great. Yeah, definitely we have some frost damage at the edges. Okay, so that's how that one's looking. Okay, how do we look in here? Okay, so in here, we are looking good. This bed looks great. So once again, for the 1000th time, turnips, kale, and herbs up here. Flat leaf parsley, dill. And this is some slow growing thyme. So this bed I think looks better. It doesn't look like we got any frost damage in here. So good news. All right, here's the flock. They were heading in of their own volition.
Look at this lady over here. Trying to stuff for the
All right, Chris, you want to open the gate?
there.
Oh yeah, the ruts. This morning Bess was hanging out by the boys, so hopefully that means she is not pregnant. Because she is one I definitely... Alright. Well, that couldn't be any easier. Okay, I'm going to head back to the garden for a second. So this morning I looked at this rhubarb and it looked like it had all been killed in the frost. And I was saying about how I wanted to use it if I could. But then I read on the internet that you can't use it once the leaves have been damaged. But now I look and the leaves are fine. So can I use it or will it be poisonous? What to do?
The leaves get poisoned if it's for damage?
That's a very good question, Chris. Rhubarb leaves are always poisonous because they contain oxalic acid. And when the leaves become damaged, the oxalic acid moves into the stalk, thereby making the stalks toxic. Who's going to be the first one to taste it? That's the question. Okay, I'm just going to pick these raspberries.
You want me to go do chicken?
Yeah, that would be great. Chris is going to do the chickens. We have something going on with one of our hens. She is just not walking normally or standing normally, but she is eating and drinking and acting normal in all other ways. So I'm not sure if it's anything to worry about. Okay, this is a two-handed operation here, so I'm going to put you down. This is what I got. I know, it's not a lot, but anybody who grows their own food will understand why it was important to pick this one last handful of raspberries. All right, I think that's it for us for tonight. And I'll catch up with you again tomorrow. Good morning. It's Saturday, October 19th. Chris is behind me. We are just out getting going, starting with chores. So we'll let the sheep out. Good morning, everybody. So today, this morning, we're working on a little winterization project. Here they come. They're moving slow this morning. I feel like they might be feeling like me. Ari, here.
Do you usually bring Ari out?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they could be worried about the woof. All right, let's move on. Come on, dog. He likes working sheep, but he also is always eager to get on to the next project. He's got a little dog list of dog jobs to get done. Okay, so this is the camper. All the technology that 1975 can offer. So what we do is put the pool stuff in here and then tarp the whole thing to keep the roof from deteriorating more. There's a renovation project planned for this. It just we haven't gotten to it yet. Everything is, not the rug. So pretty much everything's out of here, and the next step is to figure out how to fit it all into the camper. Okay, everything is stowed in here. The sectional, the rugs are in there. There's me. Cushions are all up here. Pool stuff is up here. Okay, so next step, tarp the ramblettes. So today I am finally getting around to pickling these radishes. I grew these in the garden. And this is a super easy pickle. These radishes are so spicy, so spicy. So I'm gonna pickle these. They are delicious. They are an incredible part of a pickle tray. People will not have had these before. So if they're fans of pickled vegetables, they're gonna be into them. So what I've done is if I had a big radish like this, I've cut them in half. If it's bigger than this, I've quartered them, and then little guys like this get to stay whole, and I'm gonna pack them into quart jars. This is the refrigerator pickle, so these need to be clean but not sterilized or anything like that. This is the easiest pickle of all time. This is a Polish recipe. Okay, so 10 garlic cloves is what's supposed to go in here. Wow. I was just looking for these peeled garlic cloves, which I know is a total cheat. Like, don't set Martha Stewart on me. There's a braid of garlic right here that I could use. But these are moldy, so they're going, but it's a good thing I looked because I found more radishes. So I'm just gonna quick cut these. Okay, I'm back with more. Okay, so this is the easiest pickle recipe ever. I just said this, it's a Polish recipe. I'm gonna modify it a little bit this year. I'll tell you about that when I get there. But what the recipe calls for is 10 whole cloves of garlic, which we've already discussed that I don't have. But what I do have is the squeeze of minced garlic, and I am just gonna use this. I am gonna blob this in like, let's see, 10 cloves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that is what that looks like. It's a lot of garlic. If you don't like garlic, this might not be the thing for you. Next, 1 teaspoon of whole black peppercorns. Whole peppercorns are a great way to get peppery flavor into a pickled item without having a bunch of ground pepper floating around in the brine. It's also a milder pepper flavor than ground pepper. Okay, so here's the way that looks now. So next the recipe calls, and this is the way I've always made it, I've made this for years, to just fill the jar with vinegar. But I'm gonna try something a little bit new this year, and I'm gonna fill the jar like 3/4 of the way with vinegar and then top it up with water. Oh, I guess I should show you. I'm just pouring this. This is regular distilled vinegar from the supermarket. Okay, so that's how full I'm filling it, and then I'm just gonna top these up with water right now from the sink. Okay, so next is gonna be a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of sugar. I am gonna change that. I usually make notes on my recipes, but for some reason, pickles, I just do whatever I want. Yeah, it's not a great personal quality. Okay, and then 1 teaspoon of sugar. So I've never added the sugar before, but again, these are the spiciest radishes I've ever grown. So I'm gonna add it this year to try and like kind of cut that. This is my very unglamorous bag of granulated sugar. So that's what this looks like. The brine is gonna become very red, and the radishes will be paler. So what we're gonna do is put these in the fridge, kind of in the front. And then every time we open the fridge for the next couple of days, I'm gonna shake it to make sure that the salt and sugar gets dissolved. And then I would say in like 2 weeks-ish, you can taste them. Okay, so I'm just gonna repeat this recipe again because I didn't follow it very well. So this is, fill a quart jar with radishes, 10 garlic cloves, and 1 teaspoon of black peppercorns. Then fill with vinegar so the radishes are covered, and add 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt. Modify that however you feel is necessary for your palate. Okay, so that is done. It only took me 2 minutes, and I have been putting this off for days.